Imagine walking into a café, expecting a simple moment of peace, only to find yourself the target of unwarranted ridicule. That's exactly what happened to Mr. John Reeves, a retired veteran who thought this ordinary day would be no different from any other. But as the clock ticked, the atmosphere in the café shifted, leading to a revelation no one could have anticipated. John had always been a quiet, unassuming man. He carried himself with dignity, though his worn jacket and scuffed shoes betrayed years of hardship. Today, he was here to enjoy a rare treat, a cup of coffee he could barely afford. He sat in silence, his calloused hands wrapped around the warm mug, his mind drifting back to days long past. To anyone paying attention, he was just an old man, blending into the background. But not everyone in the café saw him that way. At the counter, a group of well-dressed young professionals had been whispering and laughing, their eyes darting toward John. One of them, a brash man named Todd, finally made his way over. He leaned against John's table with a smirk. "Enjoying your coffee there, old-timer?" he sneered, loud enough for everyone nearby to hear. "Bet it tastes even better when someone like me is paying taxes for your handouts?" The café fell silent as John looked up, his tired eyes meeting Todd's. He didn't respond. He simply set his coffee down, his face calm but unreadable. Todd chuckled, emboldened by the lack of reaction. "What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?" he said, glancing back at his friends who stifled their laughter. The scene was uncomfortable, but no one intervened. It was easier to pretend they hadn't noticed. However, before the tension could dissipate, the café doors swung open, and in walked a young man, his sharp features instantly commanding attention. He was dressed casually but confidently, with an air of purpose. This was James, John's son. James's eyes immediately found his father. He noticed the awkward silence, the subtle shift in energy, and Todd looming over John. Without missing a beat, James strode toward them. "Is there a problem here?" he asked, his voice steady but firm. Todd turned, sizing up James. "No problem, just having a little chat," he replied with a smirk. "Your dad here was just enjoying his taxpayer-funded coffee." James didn't flinch. Instead, he pulled out a chair and sat beside his father. "You're right," he said calmly. "He is enjoying his coffee. But let me tell you about the price he's already paid." The café grew even quieter as James began to speak. "This man you're mocking? He's a decorated veteran. He served 3 tours overseas, risking his life so people like you could sit in places like this and enjoy your freedom. That jacket you think looks old and worn? It's a reminder of the years he spent away from his family, missing birthdays, holidays, and memories, so others wouldn't have to." Todd shifted uncomfortably, but James wasn't done. His voice carried a weight that demanded attention. "And let me tell you something else. My father doesn't need your pity, nor your approval. He's one of the strongest men I know. He taught me what it means to be brave, to work hard, and to respect others, no matter their circumstances. So, before you judge someone based on what you think you see, maybe take a moment to understand what they've been through." The words hung in the air, heavy and unyielding. Todd opened his mouth to respond, but nothing came out. He glanced around, realizing the entire café was watching, their expressions ranging from disapproval to quiet admiration for James's words. Without another word, Todd turned and walked back to his table, his bravado gone. James turned to his father, his expression softening. "You okay, Dad?" he asked. John, who had been silent throughout, nodded slowly. "I am now," he replied, a small but genuine smile breaking across his face. The café erupted into applause, the sound startling everyone. Strangers approached their table, offering thanks and apologies. One person even offered to pay for their meal. John, humbled but grateful, accepted their kindness with grace. As the scene settled, James and John finished their coffee together, talking quietly as father and son. The moment had passed, but its impact lingered. It was a reminder to everyone present, never judge a book by its cover, and always be mindful of the stories others carry. Respect is earned through actions, not appearances. Let's strive to treat everyone with kindness and understanding because you never know the battles someone else has fought. Thank you for watching, and if this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to Hidden Valor for more inspiring stories. See you in the next video.